Hello everyone, this is Linda and you're at Icky Chic Designs. Today I'm talking about the new kit that's been uploaded in my shop, and to help you to work through this kit I wanted to show you what my process was. When you receive your kit, this is what you will receive. Let me get this for you. You will receive the background fabric, and it has already been stitched so that it's in one piece and it's ready for you to work on. These are beautiful fabrics, and they have that Calico vintage look to them. And then this is a looser weaved linen type fabric in the middle, and so it makes it very easy to stitch on in that way. It will come with a variety of fabrics to work this flower in. And it comes with the little accessory pieces that you can or cannot incorporate however you want. And I also like to stick a few little extras into the kits too, so that if you want to play around with some different fabrics, you can do that. But the basics will be there for you. And these are exactly, this kit is exactly what I have used in my original. Okay, when I get ready to work on a piece like this, I freehand cut my petals and my leaves and anything like that, and I lay them out on top of the background fabric and layer them up and move them around, just audition them out until I get the layout that I think that I want to work with. And when I do that, then I take a photo of it, because that's going to be my guide as to positioning, composition-wise, and also I can't remember, I don't have a memory that will tell me exactly what I put on each petal, so that photo really is my guide, and I really encourage you to do that. Lay your object out first on top of your background fabric, and keep tweaking it until you get what you want. Then take a photo of it and work from there. Once I've taken the photo, I then remove each section of petals. I'll take a pair of tweezers and come in and grab that section and move it as one section off until the whole background is clean of anything. And then I can concentrate on this one. I started on the bottom left and I worked the petals around. So then I looked at this section I removed, and I got the cream colored and the yellow petal, and I put them down first using my photo as a guide, and stitched those. Once those were down, then it was easy to go back and get the rest of the petals and the little greenery and put those on there. And then I went to the next petal and did the same thing and worked around. Oftentimes, and which is the case with this too, you will tweak it and change it a little bit as you work through it. You may, switch out elements or whatever, and that's okay. That's what you want to do. You want to adapt and tweak as you work, because sometimes intuitively as you work, your mind just says, no, that doesn't really work for me. This works better. Now, if you look at my layout, which I have a photo of that in me on my Etsy shop product description, you'll see that my first layout and my finished flower is a little different. Now, you might say, well, I like the layout better than what she ended up with. And that would be okay too, because realizing that each of us sees things differently, and that's what makes our art unique, is that it's ours. And so you don't have to do things like I do and vice versa to be right. It's right when I like it. And that's the same way with your work. When you like it, it's right. And so you position these things and design them the way you want to. again, I don't put a lot of written instructions and templates and things in my kits unless it's absolutely required. Because, for instance, this is all freehand cut. Anybody can cut a petal shape, whatever. And you might not even like this basic petal shape. You may want a petal that's more heart-shaped or more angular, like a leaf shape. So however you want to cut your petals and your flower is up to you. So that's totally open to you, because I'm not asking you to do this exact. I'm just giving you the materials so that you can interpret a flower the way you see it. So follow the design or make your own. You might want to incorporate, let's say, a larger and a smaller flower instead of one huge flower. I like to do the bigger flowers and single flowers because I do think it helps those who are especially just beginners to be able to see and to compose something better, because they can see it in it. It's more simplified, and we're not into a whole bunch of composition with flower placements and things like that. That'll come later, and I will do some kits like that. But for now, really concentrating on this single flower style. And I want to get several kits in different colors and fabrics, and so people have a choice. We don't all like the same thing. I loved these fabrics. These fabrics, background fabrics, were given to me, and I saw them and I thought, oh, that has such a homespun vintage look, and I really wanted to do something that stayed in line with that. So I tried to keep my flower in the same feel. And for me, doing a lot of this slow stitching and artwork is all about feel. What does it feel like to me? So this is not any particular flower. I call it a daisy because most flowers I look at, if I don't know the name of them and they have any kind of shape like this, I call them a daisy. So this is my little daisy too, in that sense. Now, leaves and extra greenery growth, little buds, whatever you want to add to your flower will be good too. Like I said, when you do your layout, that's when you audition all of these different elements until suddenly it just clicks. Yes, that's balanced, that's in good composition. I love all the pieces together, and yes, that's what I want to do. And so that's the way I design, and it's easy to then complete a project from that. Okay, I hope that really helps. The other point here is that there is just very basic embroidery stitches here. There's just running stitches. There's a few French knots. There's some stem stitching. It's just basic. And so there's nothing complicated about that. Blanket stitching, outlining. On 3 of these petals, I took some decorative yarn and couched that around the petal. That just gives it a little shine and glitz when you look at it. This is a decorative yarn here that comes in your kit, and so just putting it down and smushing it together and then tacking it in place gave a really pretty center to this flower and blends so well with the colors that are there. Okay, I added a little texture here with a little yarn. All these elements that are extra, again, they come in your kit if you wanted to use them, but don't ever feel that when you get a kit you got to use everything in it, because you don't. If you don't like something, leave it out or change it for something maybe you already have and tweak the design for yourself. Okay, I hope you'll love this kit as much as I do, and please, whatever you do when you're slow stitching and when you're designing, just make it fun. Don't overthink it. Don't stress over it. Just enjoy it. And I'd like to invite you to my Facebook group, Slow Stitching on the Balcony. The link is in the description, as well as the link to my Etsy shop. So come and visit me and enjoy some slow stitching with me. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.